Hi guys, in this video we're going to discuss whether the earth is flat or spherical. We're going to discuss few things. First thing is about the shape of the earth in different religious scriptures. Second thing we're going to discuss about the NASA conspiracy. Third, we're going to show you few footages regarding the shape of the earth. Let me start with Hindu scripture. If you read the Hindu scripture, if you read the Vedas, which is the most authentic scripture of all, it says that earth is flat and it also represents a few symbols about the shape of the earth. If you look closely, it is represented as turtle and elephant. The turtle represents the surface of the earth and elephant represents the creature living on the surface of the earth. So from this symbol we can conclude that the earth is flat and sun and the moon are revolving around the earth. Science says sun is the center of the universe, but Hindu scripture says that earth is the center of the universe. Coming to Bible, according to Bible, the earth is flat and it is supported by few pillars from the bottom of the earth. And on the other hand, the earth is fixed. It is not moving or rotating or revolving around the sun. Instead, sun and the moon are revolving around the earth. Earth is fixed. This is according to Bible. Let me show you few verses from the Bible so that you will get clarified. Before going to Quran, I just want to show you few videos regarding the shape of the earth. After showing this video, I will conclude this video from the Quran. Woman gave birth to premature girl at the height of 30,000 feet, traveling in an airplane from Taiwan to Los Angeles, and the airplane was landed in Alaska.
We're going to stay on the air for as long as possible.
So flight is traveling from Taiwan to Los Angeles, but due to some emergency situation, it has to land to Alaska. So from Taiwan, it is going to Los Angeles. Unfortunately, due to some medical issue, it is landed in Alaska. Let me explain you again. So from Taiwan, we should go to Los Angeles, but it has landed in Alaska. It has landed in Alaska.
Awaiting drop-off position. Satellite 1A, we have remote launch authorization. 3, 2, 1, drop.
So from Australia to Los Angeles is 13 hours of travel. Now again we have to decode it. From Australia to Ecuador, the duration is 1 day, 2 hours approximately. Now from Australia to Los Angeles, the duration is 13 hours, and from Australia to Ecuador, the duration is 1 day, 2 hours approximately.
the Earth is tilted on its axis, 23.5 degrees. As the planet moves in its yearly orbit, that angle causes the position of the northern hemisphere to change relative to the sun. In the winter, it's tilted away from the sun. In the summer, it angles towards the sun. Because of the planet's tilt, during the summer, sunlight hits the Earth at a more direct angle. So the warming effect of the sunlight is more intense.
Rotates around us and only appears to rise and set because of the way our vision works. Try and watch the following video without the preconception that the sun rises and sets, but rather moves further away.
Satellite 1A, approaching London. Coordinates live and loaded. Awaiting drop-off position. Satellite 1A, we have remote launch authorization. 3, 2, 1, drop.
most part, don't have a clue. They don't want one or need one either. They're happy. They think they have a good bead on things.
Well, why the big secret? People are smart. They can handle it.
The person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it. 1,500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was the center of the universe. 500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat. Imagine what you know tomorrow.
Also really pushing the boundaries in terms of where we're going forward with exploration. I think humans are naturally driven to do this, and this is really the beginning, I think, of human beings leaving low Earth orbit. I certainly plan on being around to see that.
The plan that NASA has is to build a rocket called SLS, which is a heavy lift rocket. It's something that is much bigger than what we have today, and it will be able to launch the Orion capsule with humans on board, as well as landers or other components to destinations beyond Earth orbit. Right now, we only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. We only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. And this new system that we're building is going to allow us to go beyond and hopefully take humans into the solar system to explore. So the moon, Mars, asteroids, there's a lot of destinations that we could go to, and we're building these building block components in order to allow us to do that eventually.
Once we travel beyond low Earth orbit, the crew will be exposed to larger amounts of radiation. So we have to design both the crew protection systems and our electronic systems to withstand.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
Where you put a transparency over the window and move the camera of the Earth and move the camera back away from the window, turn off the lights in the spacecraft, and appeared to be halfway to the moon when in fact they were in Earth orbit.
Huh, really?
Yeah, and they said it was the same way that you did it on Apollo 10. So we wanted to give you the opportunity to put your left hand on the Bible, to raise your right hand, to swear to God.
Stick it in your ear.
If you walked on the moon, we're given the opportunity to swear to God that you walked on the moon.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to get the hell knocked out of you if you don't leave me alone.
We found a very unique reel of footage that we have queued up to show you.
Yeah.
And it's from the mission. And to our knowledge, no one has ever seen it before. And it's 30 years old.
And you want me to see this while you have me on camera?
Well, and to tell us what it is. That's correct. As you'll see, this tape proves that.
Okay, well, I'm not interested in satisfying your suppositions when there's all this evidence that we did.
This proves, as you see, that you were using the window to demonstrate that you were halfway to the moon when you were...
Turn the camera off, please. Turn the camera off. Well, you're talking to the wrong guy. Why don't you talk to the administrator at NASA? We're passengers. We're guys going on a flight.
You're a coward and a liar and a thief. Did you see shooting stars? Did you see the shooting stars?
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
Oh, okay.
But there's a lot of noise going on. So I don't know the results of some of the experiments they've conducted. The point is they can't get that far from here, and they're really in the protective confines of the Earth. They're really in the protective confines of the Earth. They're really in the protective confines of the Earth.
Is a dome-like structure surrounding Earth that the Van Allen probes found out about. We have this high-altitude balloon video where we have the camera at 115 or 120,000 feet and still no curvature or no strong curvature detected. right? So this kind of means, folks, I think that NASA wants to talk about it finally. You know, they're trying to prepare us for, you know, maybe just revealing soon enough that it was all kind of fake. So for instance, we have a picture here that we published last year, coming from a subscriber also, of well, it seems to be a shattered dome around Earth. So you can see in the astronaut's helmet, there's a reflection, a very clear reflection of what seems to be a shattered windshield around the Earth, right? So this obviously isn't the astronaut's windshield that is shattered, because if it were to be, it would have exploded and the astronaut would be dead. That's not the case. Not only that, the shattered part appears only where it's pitch black, and not in the rest of the windshield, right? So this is definitely a reflection from what the astronaut is seeing. This is what is most worrying. What if NASA is actually preparing us, again, with this kind of news? What if they are actually preparing us for some kind of, you know, okay guys, you were always domed, we'd never been to the moon type of news, right? So this is a poster from someone who supposedly saw the entire thing, right? So I just want to confirm that it is round. Take a look at that, folks. We have a sky or water, whatever that is, right? It is round, it has a curvature, but within it there are many other domes. Okay, and we live in one of them. So this is one of the reasons they've been lying to us.
NASA claims that they went to the moon and captured a shot of the spherical Earth, as if they always knew it was indeed spherical.
Those of you who think this technical difficulty was planned and think I'm scamming you, go do it for yourself. Because you're going to find the exact same thing. I got nothing to hide here. This is live on the air, okay? I'm going to zoom in on the Earth in Photoshop. Can you see the Earth? To image, adjust, levels, and I'm going to bring the levels over here, and I'm going to bring the levels up. Uh-oh, what is that? Why is there a square box around the Earth allegedly taken from the scientists on the moon in Apollo 17? And people wonder why I don't trust NASA. That's why I don't trust NASA. I mean, they're always out there saying, you know, Rob, everybody's trying to show you stuff from space, and you keep rejecting it. This is why I reject it. These guys are liars, you know?
Yes, Thomas. Why don't we fall off when we walk underneath, Miss Sarah? Because of a force called gravity. What does gravity look like? Gravity is something we can't see, but we know it's a great invisible force that keeps us all here on Earth. It's a natural force that keeps us all from flying off into space. We were always told that the world is flat.
You were told right. Don't listen to her. I've been patient with you, Sarah. Lord knows I've been patient. But now your words have revealed you.
The law of gravity was discovered by Sir Isaac Newton in 1687. That's almost 200 years ago, Uncle Evan.
But there is only one law. The law of God.
What? The other question is, well, how come ships don't go off the sea if it's flat? How come ships don't fall off the edge? Well, here's why you don't fall off the edge. There's a 200 to 300 foot high wall that is the border that Scripture says is keeping everything in. Nothing's going past that.
Because they don't want you finding out what's beyond.
One thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go.
Rockets don't have brakes. It literally stopped. All of that angular momentum from the rotation of the rocket and the linear momentum from flying up just stopped. No, it had to have hit something.
I know we have still not shattered that highest and hardest glass ceiling, but someday someone will, and hopefully sooner than we might think right now.
I'm not a fathead guy, I'm an open-minded guy. A lot of things you see in internet are CGI and animation. You cannot see an original image of an Earth because we didn't go to the moon, we didn't have any photos. A lot of things you see is all a fake one.